It's definitely a meme character. I would not take this character serious. I've never seen anybody take this character serious when they're playing in tournaments. But yeah, he exists. For whatever reason, he exists. Okay, turn it off. That's all we can afford. What's going on, you guys? Steve here, and today we're going to be playing some more Virtual On Oratorio Tangram for the Sega Dreamcast. I'm really excited for this one today because I'm going to be showing off the secret boss in the game, A-Gym. He's honestly one of the weirdest characters I've ever seen in a video game, both how you acquire the character and also how he plays. So yeah, let's just get into it. To unlock this character to begin with, you have to beat him and complete an arcade run. The character randomly spawns after you win a certain amount of timeout rounds within your arcade run, and then you have to complete the entire arcade run and get to the end credits without continues. You cannot die, you cannot lose. You have to do it in one shot. The character is very tough once you actually get him to come out, and it's completely RNG. There's no way to actually control it. He could randomly show up on stage 2, he could show up on stage 9, right before you fight Tangram at the very end of the game. Once you beat the character and you go through the arcade run, you save your game, and you can only access the character on this character select screen for the second half of the month. He only pops up from the 15th to the 31st of each month. The Sega Dreamcast has an internal clock battery, and you can cheese it by going into the settings and changing the date and time. But if you want to do it the right way, you can only access them for the second half of each month. Even in the training mode, you can only access them from the 15th on. So it's kind of strange, but that's how it is. So to get the character, you go to random select and you hold left turbo and right turbo, and then he'll show up like this. So this is A-Gym, the secret boss in Virtual On Oratorio Tangram. So first off, this character has really quirky movement. All of the characters in the game have very slow turning speed, so you can manually turn, or you can do the dash movement, which is your most common movement. But for A-Gym, his turning speed is so fast, it's ridiculous. So even if you turn really slow, it makes you spin all crazy like this. There's no way to gauge it or control it. Like, I'm not even halfway to the gate, and it's already spinning out of control like that. So manual movement is basically out. Dashing is going to be your best option for movement, but even that is pretty slow and it's not great. So let's go into his attacks. There's a left trigger weapon, you have your right trigger, your center weapon, and these hit pretty hard. Your left turbo weapon, it's pretty much the same thing. Your right turbo. And if you look, the cooldown on his attacks are really slow. So it takes a minute to fire these again. But his damage output is so high, so you don't really need to spam. It doesn't take much to eliminate the other person using A-Gym. Something else that's really weird about this character is you cannot win by timeout with him, oddly enough. I'm in training mode and I have it set to unlimited health. If you look at my health bar, it's tweaking between 100% and 99%. Because this character's health ticks down to 0. You physically cannot win by timeout. If you let the time run out in a normal round, you will lose. Even if you're winning, you have to win by KO. Let's do left turbo on both triggers. So you see he kind of makes this force field, and if I move away and I do that again, if I step out and go back in, it lets me teleport across the map. I can set those up wherever I want, but there is a time limit, so you can't just spam them forever. But that is another way to cheese his movement, and you can completely trap somebody and catch them off guard. Let's try right turbo and center weapon. And he has this wall projectile. It's very reminiscent of Urien in Street Fighter Third Strike. Oddly enough, both of those games dropped in the same year, so I don't know if one was inspired by the other or if they both emulated each other. So I don't know, maybe we can start a conspiracy about that, but they do have similar moves. Let's try left turbo and right trigger. He has this kind of sonic boom type attack. And let's try right turbo, left trigger. So it's basically the same orb. Looks like you can actually shoot out more of those than your standard left trigger. One more move this character has is a dash center weapon. So if you dash and click both triggers at the same time, he shoots out these orbs like this. At face value, it doesn't seem like much, but they hit pretty hard, but at random, they can heal the opponent. So you can chuck those out thinking you're gonna do some damage, and they can actually restore their health. It's completely at random. There's no way to control it or gauge it. It just happens. The last move this character has is a self-destruct super. This is the only super this character has. Most characters in the game have 2 supers, but this one has 1. And you make sure all of the meters at the bottom are full at 100%. You start turning and then click both triggers together. And it activates this self-destruct super. I'm pretty sure it does more damage to you than it does to the opponent, so it's kind of useless. But it does exist, and you can take damage in the first half of it. It is punishable. I believe you take reduced damage, but you can still get hit as you're sitting there. So yeah, this is Agem. This is the secret boss. This is the unlockable character, one of 3 unlockable characters in Virtualon Oratorio Tangram. It's a very strange character, very unconventional. He's both OP and trash at the same time. It's definitely a meme character. I would not take this character serious. I've never seen anybody take this character serious when they're playing in tournaments. But yeah, he exists. For whatever reason, he exists.